Hi, I'm Tommy Scott, and we're here at Ecp today, and with Rita Cook.
I'm Rita Cook, Ellis County Press TV. Thanks for joining us today, Tommy. There's a lot of news that's happened this past week.
Well, let's hear it, baby.
Okay, first off, let's just talk about some of the more tragic things that seem to have happened. There was a Bardwell hypothermia death. There was an 11-month-old child that was left in the car, right?
Yeah.
And she was pronounced dead. And that's one thing. Have we got over 100 degrees yet here in North Texas?
I don't think we've been over 100 yet.
Okay, because the report
It's
says...
the index with the humidity. It makes the index really hot.
Okay, and plus you should never leave a kid in the car even.
That's 100% sure of that.
So basically, let's see, it says that the index got up to 107, and that was clearly enough. So, all right, that. And then something else that happened was there was a hit and run. And there was a gentleman walking between Ferris and Palmer on I-45, and he got hit and killed.
Yeah, it's dangerous walking on the road.
On the highway.
I mean, if you're walking, you should walk facing the cars coming at you, where you can see what's coming at you. If your back is to a car and you're hitchhiking, if I was to hitchhike and I'm heading south, I'm getting on the northbound side.
How are you going to get over to the other side without getting hit by the cars that are coming at you when you're trying to get to the other side?
No, but you cross over the overpass. Why would you start on the side where you know you're going to get run over?
I don't know. Well, yeah, that's a good point.
Come on now. You're supposed to be a professional hitchhiker. Don't be walking out there with your back to the cars. Come on.
I agree with that. The Mustang that they're looking for was damaged. It's a 1999 Ford Mustang, 35th anniversary Ford Mustang badge identifier. There's a right headlamp, a right passenger side mirror, a radio antenna, and part of the front bumper is damaged. So if you see that or if you know anything about it,
please contact your authorities.
Right, right. All right. Red Oak Independent School District is looking for another superintendent because their last one went to Lovejoy. But what they're going to do right now is they're just going to have an interim. It is summer, so it's okay. And they're going to take a very serious search for a new superintendent in Red Oak.
Okay.
Red Oak is just growing by leaps and bounds, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And it's like...
Ellis County is growing, period.
It is.
Yeah, right now, Ellis County is on the move.
So if you are curious about what's going to happen with the superintendent, that's it. All right, the other thing about Red Oak ISD is they actually just received a $14,000 grant for their science and math departments. Local Exxon Mobil Victron Energy gave them these grants, and it's going to help fuel their STEM programs. And I like it when these places, because it's like a local, and so like it's the local businesses giving back, and that's important because they're putting money into the future of the children here in this area, so that's good.
Yes.
Now, one thing, I went to Commissioner's Court in Ellis County last week, I think it was, it might have been the week before, and they were having some issues with the commissioners not realizing that it's not okay to bring guns into the courtroom. Did you know that that you're not supposed to bring guns into a courtroom during anything happening like Commissioner's Court, even City Council? You're not supposed to bring a gun in.
Well, in Texas, everybody's gotten real freely and real happy about toting the gun.
But not inside.
Well, I understand that, but I'm pretty sure they made that clear.
I think they do. They have to post it, really. I think it's posted for Ferris.
Yeah.
But there's 3106 and 3107, and you have to post both of those before. But the thing is that the commissioners don't even know that they did. And Patrick Wilson, the Ellis County DA, said it shocked his conscience whenever he found out that this was even an issue. Yeah. So anyway.
I'm pretty sure they're going to rectify that one.
I certainly hope they do. They only have one door open out the Waxahachie Courthouse, a beautiful old courthouse. There's 4 doors there, so you do have to go through a metal detector. I don't know if you've been to the Waxahachie Courthouse lately, but you have to go through a metal detector. But what's going to end up happening then is you'll just have to go through a metal detector before you go into the courtroom, which makes perfect sense. So.
Well, if you got one of those little plastic guns that shoot real bullets, then that's kind of hard to deal with. But anyway.
Yeah.
They'll work it out, believe me. If they start, only thing I can tell you, learn how to duck. Just duck. Just get down on the floor.
Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. So there was an interesting situation that it made the cover of the paper this week. It was outlaw motorcycle gangs are frequenting the bar in Ferris. And there was a funny thing that I think they put this crazy sign on the door. I think they said that it was the police chief here that wanted them to do it, but it wasn't, apparently. But anyway, it said, "Bikers welcome, no colors." So apparently there have been some people that thought they were talking about people with color. So what
couldn't come into the bar. You know,
tell me about
I mean,
this.
come on, how hilarious is that?
That's why I'm laughing.
I mean, we're not in the 50s and the 60s. I mean, come on now. I mean, no, a lot of people don't understand that gangs have colors.
Right.
Okay? And all gangs have colors. Some of them are red, some are blue, some are green.
Right.
I even got my own little gang called Money. I like green.
Right. Can I join your gang? I want to join the gang that Tommy belongs to. It was the Banditos Outlaw Motorcycle Gang. Because I just found out OMG means Outlaw Motorcycle Gang. Because nowadays it means, oh my God, if you're like a millennial. But it means Outlaw Motorcycle Gang. Anyway, there's been warnings. And there's, I think there was one other gang too, the Forsaken Horsemen. I've never heard of them. But anyway, they don't want them here.
Well, gangs have always had a reputation for destroying stuff, and
Right.
fighting and killing and getting drunk
Right.
get out of control, and it frightens people, especially people in small towns that don't have a lot of major law.
Right.
And it's just something it's a characteristic that they formed the gangs.
Right.
Because years ago, gangs were pretty tough. Now they probably still is.
Yeah.
In Waco, a few years ago, they had some problems down there with
And
some
that was
gangs.
the Banditos that actually
Well,
have been frequenting.
So,
Yeah.
people don't get over stuff like that.
Right.
And, they love to hold on to bad news.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
when they showed up, it was like, oh my God, what's
end of the
going
line.
on?
Yeah, yes. So hopefully that will work itself out.
It
Because
will.
we don't want anybody to get hurt. But I don't think that that's necessarily what people going to a bar to do is like
No, I don't think so.
harm other people.
No,
Sometimes
I
they
don't
just want to
think-
drink.
They just want to drink. As long as they stay under control.
Yeah.
And don't wear your colors now. Don't you
Right.
guys don't wear your colors.
Yeah.
Because they'll know who you are.
Come in and have a good idea. Tell me about this Farm Road 664 widening. There's a public hearing. And you went to this public hearing, right?
Yes, and they was informing the public in Ellis County that they're going to put a new road through for 664.
And that's Ovilla Road, right?
That's Ovilla Road.
From Red Oak to Ferris.
Yes, it's
Okay.
supposed to go from all the way over to 45.
Okay.
Okay, it's intended to cut the traffic
Okay.
because of the growth of Ellis County now.
Right.
That the traffic coming through Ferris will be coming straight through downtown. Well, our infrastructure will not hold that kind of traffic. Now, when this comes to its max, that would be a problem for Ferris.
Right. Exactly.
And we already have to do something about our infrastructure. And you add that unless the state was gonna come, and if they came in here and started widening out our little town, we wouldn't have no town.
Yeah,
Okay.
there'd be a lot of problems.
It'd be a lot of problems, see, so it'd
Right.
be a lot of unhappy people. So they decided to make a few people unhappy instead of the whole town.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright.
And it's needed
Okay.
because it's growing here and everything is heading south. So we can't really gripe and complain.
Right.
Okay,
Progress.
let's go with it like this. Let's look at it like this here. When they started making bricks here, they moved people in here so they have people to work in the brickyard.
Right. Exactly.
They moved people here so they could work on the farms and pick the onions and grow the corn.
Sure.
Because that's what we were. We were agriculture.
Agricultural area,
Right,
correct? Yes.
right, okay. So most of our resources, Ferris has always given resources to the world. You
Right.
got bricks all over the world.
Right.
Some people got downtown have nothing but red Ferris bricks.
That's
Okay, we don't have not one brick downtown. They say we used to have some, but they covered them up. Why, I don't know, but that's what happens. Change comes in.
right.
Okay,
Right.
now along with that, then they brought the landfill in because they dug the holes. All right, now resources again. Now we're gonna come in and we're gonna put garbage in there and
Right.
fill it up, use it for
And that's going to run out
landfill.
at some point too, right?
Right, and then what did they do? They moved the people out so they could do that. We've always given.
Right. Well, I
We've
think right
always
now,
given to the growth and the prosperity
of this community.
for everybody that needed it.
Okay.
So now, with that, by saying that, when you move those people out, they put in a landfill. Now they running methane gas.
Okay.
So we still giving resources.
So this sounds like this is a story we could talk about for a long time.
Hey, I could keep
We'll be
going
back.
on and on.
And I just want to mention one other thing really quick. Focus Daily News longtime editor and one of my very best friends died last week, and I just want to mention Joshua Johnson. He had his funeral yesterday. House Representative Carl Sherman, Senator Royce West, and Commissioner Price all did resolutions for him. And Okay, I guess that's it for today.
I'm Tommy Scott.
I'm Rita Cook, and we are Ellis County Press Television.
See you later.
Bye-bye.